Hi there, my name is Nina Goradia, and I'm a somatic experiencing practitioner. Today, I want to talk with you about integration work. So, this is where we are trying to integrate traumas, where a part of us has been resisting another part of ourselves. And so, it may be that growing up, if I was not allowed to have anger, if that was not acceptable within my family or within my school, then maybe I suppressed that within myself. I pushed that down. Or say, like, a trauma happens to me and it's beyond what I can handle. And so I push that down only to be felt through later. But in that pushing down, I rejected a part of my experience. I had to push that away in order to survive the situation. But then that part of me wants to be reintegrated, even if it's parts that you think, like, oh, I don't want that. I don't want to feel shame and fear and all those things. Well, those things actually don't cause the suffering the way that pushing them away causes. It's the pushing away, the denying aspects of our own experiences, denying the wholeness that we have, that it's okay to feel whatever we feel. That's what causes the problem. So when we release something in a session, if you're doing emotional work, I know many of you are, um, we want to do it so that this integration can happen. We are welcoming this part of ourselves back into our entire experience so that we can feel the wholeness of who we are, so nothing feels like it's missing. And so when you are doing these sessions and this emotional work, just make sure that after you have, a large release or a session, maybe you've had several releases in the session, make sure you're giving yourself at least a day or so to not be doing too much, to not to expect too much of yourself, where you are resting, where it's a really light, easygoing day, because you want to allow this integration to happen. It takes time. It's not like it happens in a snap second every time. Oftentimes, the body needs to feel like it's in a place where it's peaceful enough so that it can reorganize within itself. To say, like, we have a release and we think we made major headway in something, but then I go into a fight or flight reaction because I have a stressful day at work and I'm in that fight or flight place the whole day. Well, my body can't integrate everything that I just released. It can't organize that because now all its energy is occupied into this new crisis. And so we're again in a place where the body is trying to manage and adapt through a moment of suffering by pushing down feelings or expressing them in very intense ways. Whereas if we were in a peaceful place, our body could just reorganize a lot of that stuff and dip into parasympathetic, and things can kind of reset a little bit easier. So I know we don't always have control over it, but if you do have control, after a session, maybe try to plan nothing the rest of the day, or something really lighthearted if you can, to ensure more of that integration to happen. So feel free to share any of your experiences around this, and I will see you next time. Take care.